This time they are orange and we are blue. And hopefully that's going to give me some variety. First of all, it's important to get all the main bases with my hotkeys on, so everything's hotkeyed up. That's obviously so that I would be able to move very fast. It's important to move fast around because every few seconds are crucial, especially during the battle phases. So let's assume that there's a battle here and you need to make a few injects, and as you know, big armies can wipe each other out very quickly, and you just have to do the injects. You can't watch the battle, right? You can just press F1 and you're kind of in the clear to go with the injects, or you can press on a map and it will kind of be -2 seconds to go to 2 places, and eventually you can get lost in the midst of things, and it would be very bad overall. Okay, everything is kind of under control so far. I just need to build up a little bit. It looks like my production is on its way. Finally, I can get some queens in. I actually feel that I have a lot of resources here, and I definitely do need all those resources. Now, if only I could avoid an attack, it would be awesome. And it looks like our opponent is going to be Zerg, which is fine. It's not something to be afraid of. If we move a little bit faster, I'm sure we can outbeat them, outplay them. And it looks like they're choosing a very kind of easy approach there. I'm making many workers still, not in a hurry to play this right with many troops, and so I'm building myself a roach warren now. Still gonna go for a few more workers. I'm just that confident I am about my ability to saturate the fields quickly before I move out, and then I'm going to establish myself another base, and with that other base I should be able to produce all that necessary workforce to win this. Okay, now it's time to go with a bunch of roaches, but it seems that unfortunately for me, I've been totally forgetting about the supply, and you definitely do in fact need the supply. Without the supply, things will get very bad very quickly. and finally a few roaches can be built. So now we're at the most like vulnerable situation where we don't have enough troops, but we definitely do need them, and I'm building them. It's just that it's gonna take off just like a couple of minutes, right? And the Zerg player is kind of most of the time they either attack with a bunch of Zerglings quickly, or they attack with a very good military force. And I just built myself a Hydralis den, and so we can establish ourselves another base and build more roaches. So far I got so many injects, it's good. Things are not looking bad. I'm just gonna get everybody down here. Okay. Building more roaches and overlords. First, we have the first kind of line of defense here. Increases the hydraulic movement speed. Let's go with that, baby. And with some more injects. Okay, everything seems to be just fine. I'm still building roaches. Without the third base, things can get quite bad quite quickly. I'm going to establish myself a fourth base too now. I'm kind of on the defensive here, but it's not looking that bad really. And for as long as we won't be attacked when we don't need to be attacked, things should be just fine. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna build myself a bunch of workers. You need to build me another hatchery here. And so I have 4 hatcheries now. And I just need to build a bunch of queens here and there. Do all those nasty injects. Build myself more workers to saturate this base right there. Now things should be so much better. Just shouldn't forget the injects. I'm surprised that I'm still not being attacked, but here we go. We just got attacked. We just need to defend this. Okay, and it looks like we are defending this quite well. Most of our troops are winning this engagement. Alright. Now it's probably the upgrades that led us to this victory right there. I need a hive to upgrade, to further upgrade myself. And so I shall. And it looks like we already found them. And I'm gonna make a bunch of initial attacks here. And make myself some more workers. Saturate a couple of these fields. Okay, things are not looking that bad. We are engaging here and we're winning, as you can see. I'm gonna build more roaches. We haven't won this, unfortunately. We haven't. But we definitely did a lot of damage to them. Okay, now is the queen injects that are gonna give me all of those much needed larvae and some hydralisks. Together I need a bunch of overlords and some more of these spine crawlers who are bound to stop whatever's out there throwing rocks into these fields of mine. Okay, I can further my upgrades. Now I just need time to get more larvae. I have the money, or at least some cash in. Okay. Alright, hydralisks then. And overlords. We are looking good so far. These spine crawlers should hold the line for long enough to be able to deal with their offensive. And now it looks like we are in a position to make our advance and then just continuously, without a doubt, continuously outproduce the enemy. There. Okay, more hydralisks are in production, and so we shall move on with our attack here. We're preparing. The upgrade still would need to finish otherwise, but we're doing a great job anyway. I just need to pass a few workers from some of the fields somewhere else. Okay, let's move. Attack. All the speed upgrades and whatnot are finished. Now we should just eat them. Kill the hive. Kill the workers. They are not doing enough damage. We're just eating them. As you can see, they're coming up with these small batches of troops, and we can shoot them up pretty effectively here. Okay, let's move. Gonna build myself a bunch of overseers. Okay. And here, the only thing we can do is move in, and then we need to attack. So we're spread out, and we can take them out now. Now that I have all this money, I'm just gonna go for some more hydralisks. After that, I'll throw all the workers that I can throw onto the fields that could saturate something, and it's fine. I had many free injects. Okay, these troops, once again, they need to fall in line, and then they need to attack. Now we are good to go. Yeah, let's go in. It's good now. Things are looking so much better. I'm confident that we are going to win this. This Hydralisk proved to be very effective. And now it's a hunt, and it's a hunt for other bases that may belong to them. Okay, let's go around. Let's go around the map and see if we can find anything. Anything else that they're expanding. Yeah, these look like nasty beasts right there. Look at that, these two Hydralisks took them all out. Good, we are doing a good job here. And it seems it's a GG, that's the last of their hives, which is soon going to fall. And that's it. It's a clear victory. This time I'm going to play with the Protoss. With the Protoss, I found them a little bit more difficult to comprehend, because the Terran, they tend to be a little bit straightforward, which is pretty much Medivacs, Marine Marauder approach, with some flavor knowing how to use and using mines. Then there is something like, well, tanks obviously, but not too many, and a bunch of like planes in the right situations too. But like the core is just relatively easy, so to speak, and it's just all about Marine Marauder Medevac. When it comes to the Zerg, it's all about getting all the injectors you can get, so that you could get as much larva as possible. Then you go with the Rogue Hydralisk plus some other units that would support the Rogue Hydralisk approach, right? These were the main units that so far I have fully unveiled, so to speak. And after that, there is the Protoss, which is still kind of unexplored